What's happening, Hoop fam? Fran Harris. I'm going to break down the LSU press conference during the WNBA season. I would do the morning after to give some analysis of the game, and I would do that with select college women's basketball games because obviously there are too many games to do the morning after show every single game. But I thought this game was certainly one of the games that was worthy of talking about after the game, the morning after. The game that Angel Reese came back, all joking aside, all snarkiness aside, mental health is a real thing. And I think it's interesting that there wasn't much more conversation. There wasn't more conversation about that being a possibility for why Angel was not playing. Nobody even threw that out there, right? Everybody was talking about this and talking about that or whatever. Nobody really threw that out there. And it's clear from looking at this press conference that Angel felt like she needed some time away from the game, whether that was Angel's decisions, Kim and Angel's decision, Angel and her family's decision. It doesn't matter. As she said, I'm a human and I am proud. I'm going to tell you, I'm proud as a former student athlete, former champion, NCAA, WNBA. I am proud of this young woman for recognizing that something was off in her. Whoever recognized, because here's the thing, it doesn't even matter who, y'all. Sometimes we get so free online and on social media, and we just say things that are way out of pocket. And it doesn't even matter whose decision it was. What matters is that her circle, her family came to the conclusion that she needed to take some time away. And I am very proud of her for doing that. And I'm proud for the people who are watching, not for the grown heads, the grown folks who are going to say what they're going to say, but I'm proud for the young men and women who are watching Angel Reese's ascent in this world of basketball and business, who saw a superstar step away. Let me repeat that. They saw a superstar step away and then acknowledge, I needed to reset. I needed to take some time. I needed to go back and figure out what was what. That, for me, I just got chills literally in this moment. That, for me, was the most poignant part of that press conference. Y'all have no idea, if you've never played college sports, heck, high school sports, middle school sports at a high level, pro, you have no idea what it feels like to always have the media, the fans, other coaches, you don't have a clue of what it's like to be in that arena. And so sometimes we fail to realize that it's not all fun and games. It's not all TikToks. It's not all that. Yeah, that's a part of it. They should be enjoying that. If all that had been around when I was playing, I would be doing some of the same things. 100%. It's part of it. Those who choose to participate, good for them. Those who don't choose to participate in all of the wide variety of things that are available for student athletes, good for them. There's no right or wrong way. It can be both. But I just want to say, before I dive into this press conference, how proud I am of Angel Reese for taking her time, right? And before you stick the sword in somebody else and talk about what they should be doing, turn that mirror around and look at yourself. Are you holding yourself to the same accountability levels? That's all I got on that. All right, let's jump into this press conference. All right, so I'll pray a little bit. Maybe that was a Freudian slip. I'll play a little bit of it because there are some pieces of it that I think that I just want to jump into real quick.
How happy you got to see me? Here we go. Let's have some fun here.
First of all, I'm going to break down what Angel just did. Walked into the press conference, own the press conference. All right. So when I teach people about athletes and athletic departments about how athletes and coaches can be better in the media, one of the first things I tell them is this: own that room. Angel walked in. She's like, hey, I'm not a victim. What we going to do? I own this room. This is my space. Y'all walked into. What we going to do? Let's have some fun. Y'all glad to see me? I loved that. I'm sitting on my sofa. I'm like, how is this going to start? And then Angel walked in, first person in, perfect. I don't know if that was intentional. I'm just giving y'all some inside stuff as a professional, as somebody in the media for 20 years. And this is the stuff that I teach. So I'm like, Angel leads the pack in. Perfect. I ain't scared. This is what that says. I ain't scared. I don't feel bad. I own this room. This is my house. This is my team. That's what that says, right? When you look at the mechanics of branding, PR, Angel just made a statement walking in. Hey, y'all glad to see me? Y'all miss me? Let's get this thing going. Kind of like what Deion Sanders does. Okay. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but kind of like what Deion Sanders does. She came in. Yes. Is she nervous? I read body language. She's definitely nervous. She's definitely nervous, but nerves are not bad. Being nervous ain't bad. It's human. And that was consistent in what Angel said when she got to talking in her press conference. So I like the way this started. And then, hey, let's jump this thing off.
Well, I'll open up the floor for questions. We'll start with the players and then finish with Coach Mulkey. Please raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you.
Right here, she's saying, hey, what y'all got? Who's up? Who's up first? Y'all scared? What's going on?
I don't have an opening statement.
This is for Angel. Angel, you were gone for 4 games. What did you see in this team when you were gone, when you were watching, and tonight when you got on the floor with them? Like, wow, they've thrown up a lot in 4 games.
Yeah, they can obviously play without me. Just coming back and doing whatever it takes to win, and I did as much as I could today. We have a lot of leadership outside of me, and seeing this team grow from when I wasn't here really shows a lot, and I'm really happy for this team where we're at right now.
Angel, last year at the Final Four, I remember you saying you needed Kim Mulkey in your life. Do you still feel that way today, and why or why not?
I'm going to say that today, tomorrow, next year, to the day I die, and that's just how I feel, and I'm at LSU because of Kim Mulkey, and that's how I feel.
All right, let's look at both of those answers. First of all, Angel should just slow down just a little bit, because what she says is golden. It's gold. It's pure gold. But sometimes she talks really, really fast and you can't really hear what she's saying. But the first thing she said was all about the team. They asked her an I question. You were gone. You weren't in the mix. You weren't blah, blah, blah. They were making it very I. And what she said was, first thing out of her mouth, what I realize is that they can play without me. Boom. Because it's true. Not saying that is to deny or ignore that it is true. Every team can play without their star. All teams have had to do that. So it was smart of her to say that. It was also real of her to say that. She went, yeah, first thing, let's jump this off the right way. This team can play without me. They did well without me. I'm thankful to be back in the mix. Glad I'm back in the mix. They got down while I was gone, but I'm back. Beautiful answer. Next question they asked her. I can't remember what it was because her answer was just beautiful. Oh, Kim Mulkey, right. You said before that Kim Mulkey is the reason you are blah, 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 blah. And she says, I said it. I said what I said. I said it once. I'll say it again. Kim Mulkey is the reason I'm here. Kim Mulkey is the reason. I'm always say that, right? Also, real, genuine. She meant that. And so I think a lot of times people don't listen to athletes because, as Angel said, they think you are just an athlete. They think it's a lot of coach speak, athlete speak. First of all, in this day and age, athletes ain't lying about nothing. They're just not. And they're certainly not going to lie about their coach. Right. Let me say this about what players say about their coaches. You know when a player is connected to a coach. If you have any like internal, any intuition or whatever, you've played this, you know when a player loves, likes, dislikes their coach. You know it. Right. And there's no doubt about it that Angel and Kim Mulkey have a special relationship. Now, here's the thing. You don't always love your coach. It's like your parents. You don't always love these people. These are the people who push you to the brink of death. These are the people who say things to motivate you that you don't like. So it's not that you are always in love with the coaching staff, but you know when people care about you, and there is a reciprocity of respect and love for those people who are trying to get you to that next level. If you love your coach, and y'all can raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about in the comments. If you play sports and you always love your coach is doing something wrong. That's what I tell that. Listen, I've coached in high school. I've been on the University of Texas coaching staff. I've coached men overseas in my professional leagues over there, semi-pro men. They didn't always love me. They're not going to always love me. And I've coached my AAU teams decades. If they love you, you're not doing something right. And I told them that. I'm like, hey, you're not going to like me. There are going to be days you're going to hate me. And you're going to hate me because I'm always going to tell you the truth. You're going to hate me because I'm going to tell you the things you don't want to hear. You're going to hate me because I am pushing you. I am making you uncomfortable. If I'm not doing those three things, I'm not very good at what I do. And it's the same thing with these YouTube videos. Like, I'm not going to always give flowers to people who don't play well, coaches who don't coach well. I'm going to be balanced. I'm going to tell you how much I love Angel Reese, and I'm going to tell you what I think Angel Reese needs to do better. People trust people like that. Are y'all going to hop on in a coaching thing where the coach never yells at y'all? Y'all going to be glad y'all going to send your kid to some coach who's never going to tell them what they need to do better? Hell no, you're not doing that. It's the same thing here. Angel Reese will say, I always love Kim Mulkey, because you don't always love your coach. You don't always like your coach. And hey, here's a news flash for y'all. Your coach don't always love and like you either. It's a relationship. We understand this as athletes. It's a relationship you get in because you want to go higher. You want to get to that. Y'all done made me start preaching today. You know what? Let me move on with this press conference. Let me get on with this press conference so I can get out of here. All right. So Angel said that. I love that. Let's move on. Come on, questions. Where y'all at?
Hi, sorry. Angel, how did it feel to be back on the floor? It felt great. I mean, it was a long 2 weeks, or a week and a half, 2 weeks to be away from the team. Taking time to yourself is really important. I feel like that's just something that was important, and resetting and refocusing within the team. I'm just happy to be back, and this place was amazing tonight, and I'm just happy to be here with them.
All right, so that'll be my last soundbite, really. And that's where Angel was, without saying the words mental health. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with her not saying that. Nothing wrong with saying that. But that's the part of the program where Angel gets some high fives and some dap and some queens and some crowns and all that good stuff, because those words are not just speaking to Angel Reese and the people in the room with the press conference. That's speaking to the people who are watching. That's speaking to the young girls and young boys who are struggling out there in their sports, with personal things, with identity, with being great. That's for them. That's not just for her. That's for them. That's for the grown folks, the grown heads out there who needed to hear that, who need to know that sometimes you got to reset. Sometimes you got to turn the noise off on social media. Sometimes you got to disconnect from all this nonsense and just get back centered, focus on the thing, make the main thing the main thing. And that's what Angel is saying right there. And I appreciated that very much. I don't know how much she prepared for this, because sometimes everything happens so quickly after you get off a game, they come haul you off to the press conference, but Angel's had a lot of time to think about her life. She knows she's blessed. She knows she's fortunate. She knows she's built for it. All of that, all of those things can be true. And still I can have a moment where I am not my best. She knows that as well. And I think when people sometimes online make the mistake of, oh, well, these people are so high and mighty. Oh, well, you make all this money as a professional athlete. Oh, well, you do. That they forget that these are human beings, that these are young people, that these are people who are just coming into themselves, that they are dealing with things like money and taxes and legal and lawyers and presses, press conferences and contracts, a whole new world. And with that whole new world, you are going to encounter some hills. You're going to encounter some mountains. And we need to give these young people some grace. Yes, we need to have these conversations. We need to have hard conversations. I'm never going to shy away from a hard conversation. Nasty comments in my DM, in my whatever. Like, you're not going to come for these young people and not have people stand up for them. At the same time, we got to keep it a buck. Sometimes, just like you have kids, sometimes just like you have spouses and friends, sometimes you got to pull your friend to the side and say, hey, come here. All right. Okay. I hear you. I love you. but we got to take care of some things. And that's what I've seen in Angel's community. Just like she said in this press conference, that Shaq called her, he told her, hey, you might want to watch this, but I love you about this. You're great about this or whatever. That's what friends do. That's what community does. And it sounds like Angel Reese has a great community around her. So I just want to say, great press conference. It's like 25 minutes. We're not going to do all that, but I wanted to address this because when I watched this, I was like, this was dope. There were so many great things about this press conference, and not just for the people to go and say, see there, not just for that, like on a serious note, there were so many great things. This is really like a masterclass in how athletes should handle press conferences. They should be themselves. And at the same time, they should answer questions thoughtfully, truthfully, respectfully. Like, we don't have to tell the press all our business, but I thought Angel did a great job of addressing the important things with being authentic and genuine to who she is personality wise. And number 3, being a professional as a student athlete at the university, at LSU University. So great job, Angel. Y'all check this out. Watch it. It's on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, if you enjoy these videos, don't just watch. Go ahead and let's help us grow, get this out there, help people join the conversation with us. I appreciate all of your comments, even the ones that are a little crazy sometimes. But what I see most about my community that I'm building on YouTube is that y'all are hoop heads. Y'all are, you think about the game, you've played the game, you are respectful to the game, you're respectful to the people who are in the chat with you, you're respectful to me. Y'all are a different level of, I was telling a good friend of mine this, I was like, listen, the people I'm seeing on YouTube with me are people who know the game. They played, they've watched it forever, they appreciate, they respect the craft and the art of the game. So I just want to say, I'm going to do a whole appreciation post. Let me just say that. So I appreciate y'all, but I would love for you to like, share, comment on all the videos that you watch. Like, share, comment. Make sure you hit the sub button, subscribe. That is important. I don't charge for my videos, right? But there is an investment of time and money to do this content. So all I'm asking is that you participate. You like it, you share it, you comment. We don't have to agree on things. I've said that before, but those things feed the algorithm, and that tells YouTube that these are valuable videos, that you like them, so that they can show more to you. All right. So have a great weekend. Congratulations again to LSU, Kim Mulkey on her 700th win. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.